What is a style guide? A style guide is a document that provides guidelines for the way your brand must be presented. This is useful in the future when there will be new functionality in the app. We can use this document and a branding guide for creating new components. It is best to view this style guide in Chrome. Theme breakdown. In our global and component page within the style guide, there are many tables outlining the theme. This explains what style properties currently an element or SAS variable holds. Here is an example of our continue button. The element column identifies some of the parts of a component. The SAS variables can be found in theme_variables.scss. A default value is the one that the product is currently using. The values for a default value column can be either a SAS variable or a CSS property. Sometimes the value is dynamic and can be presented in this way. In this example, we're using a darker version of the SAS variable. Rebranding. This clip will show you how you can use the style guide to assist you when branding. The background element uses the header-bg SAS variable, and the default color value is $brand-primary. We can redefine header-bg as a different color. Let's restart the app. We can see now that the header is yellow. Let's modify the main color scheme of the brand. Now let's grab the proper variables that we will need to edit. The brand variables are brand-primary, brand-secondary, and brand-tertiary. Now let's change these three brand colors. This will be our sample main color scheme brand. If you're confused on where to start when rebranding the app, you can start with these three colors. These are the most commonly used ones in the brand design. Let's update the values of these brands. For these three brand variables, let's update the values of these. Let's refresh the app. These brand colors are used throughout the app. This clip shows you how a SAS variable is also being used in other variables as well. Only make your style changes inside the custom folder. You only need to update the theme variable.scss file. The same concept applies for images. App icons. For app icons, there are various types, but this depends on the context of the component it's attached to. Some icons need to provide the behavior for different states, such as normal, active, or select. Applying different states to the same component gives immediate feedback for the user. Android splash screen. Before you start, download the Android SDK. We will create a splash screen for a resolution of MDPI 320 by 480. Double click on draw9patch.bat. Let's import our splash.png. As we scroll down, you can see that the logo stretches. The 9 patch resolves this issue. We will need to manually mark the areas where we allowed stretching and leave the areas blank where we do not allow stretching at all. We want the left side of the ABank logo to stretch and also the right side of the ABank logo to stretch, but not the actual ABank logo. So in order to do this, we'll draw a line on the left side of the ABank logo and on the right side of the ABank logo. We also need to define the areas where we allowed stretching vertically as well. Let's draw a line at the top of the ABank logo and also at the bottom of the ABank logo. We can see the aspect ratio of the splash screen on the right is now fixed.